All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Giants Sports Talk Live Morning Edition. And as you can see, Glenn is still on assignment, but that's okay. He'll be joining us tonight when we talk about the Giants post game tonight, probably around 9 o'clock, 9:15, depending what time the game ends. We'll get more into the Giants game tonight when we get into the out of town scoreboard. Yesterday, the Giants lose 3-2 against the Milwaukee Brewers, the first game of a 3-game series. Again, this is the last time they'll face the Brewers this season. So, unfortunately, they didn't win. But does it really matter right now? It's kind of over for the Giants as far as talking about any type of postseason. You just want to see individual players, see how they're going to perform. Granted, you can't use this 1 month of baseball to determine what type of future that these guys are going to have. But hey, it's good to see how these young guys are going to produce. Yesterday, there wasn't much production at all in the lineup. They only managed 4 hits. They were able to get 2 runs. Landon Roop did okay. Not too bad. He had 5 innings. He gave up quite a bit of hits, but he only gave up those 2 earned runs. So he did okay. But we'll see what the future is going to be for him when we get into the 2025 season. Also, yesterday, or actually last night, I talked about that the article John Shea wrote in the San Francisco Chronicle. Very interesting. Something that we're going to have to keep an eye on here for this offseason and see if there's going to be any big changes. It's pretty exciting. Again, if you haven't seen it, go check it out from last night's post game. It was a pretty good segment that we had talking about that specific article. And I appreciate all the support I got in the chat yesterday. You guys brought it yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Was able to get through that pretty easily last night. All right. Without further ado, let's get into what the schedule is going to look like today. Right here, look at that. Only in a couple of hours here. Got the Miami facing off against Pittsburgh. Got Jonathan Bermudez going up against Bailey Falter. Again, it's a game that really doesn't matter, but it's going to get underway here pretty early, Pacific time at least. I got the Cleveland Guardians facing against the Chicago White Sox. Cleveland took it to Chicago pretty good yesterday. Got Matthew Boyd going for Cleveland Guardians. Davis Martin going for the Chicago White Sox. Then you got New York and Toronto. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to go over the standings last night, but we'll go over the standings here this morning. New York Mets will take on Toronto Blue Jays. Going to be this afternoon Pacific. Sean Manaea, who's been having a fantastic season with the New York Mets after leaving the Giants, facing off against Bowden Francis going for the Blue Jays. Texas Rangers going to face off against the Arizona Diamondbacks. You'll be able to catch that one on ESPN+. Cody Bradford going for the Rangers. And going for the Diamondbacks, it will be Merrill Kelly. That will take place again this afternoon, early afternoon Pacific. Colorado Rockies going up against Detroit. Detroit really gave it to the Colorado Rockies. That will take place in Detroit. Got Tanner Gordon taking the mound for the Rockies. And grabbing the ball for the Detroit Tigers will be Casey Mize. There we go. I got that one right. A lot of times I like to say Miz, but it's Mize. Tampa Bay Rays facing off against the Philadelphia Phillies in Philadelphia. Got Shane Baz going against Zach Wheeler, the Phillies ace. I think we probably got a good idea where that game will go. More than likely, Philadelphia will take that one with their ace going on the mound. Atlanta Braves taking on Washington Nationals. They beat up the Nationals. Max Fried going for the Braves. Jake Irvin going for the Washington Nationals. And if you have Prime Video, you'll be able to catch the Kansas City Royals going up against the New York Yankees. Take place 4 or 5 p.m. Pacific. Cole Ragans going up against Luis Gil. Should be a good matchup in New York. You got the Angels facing off against the Twins. Jack Kochanowicz up against Zebby Matthews. Again, Minnesota is playing for that wild card position in the American League. Should be a good game. Maybe. It's the Angels. Who knows? Baltimore Orioles facing up against the Boston Red Sox. Dean Kremer going for the O's. Nick Pivetta taking a mound for the Boston Red Sox. That will take place at Fenway. That's going to be tomorrow evening, Boston time. Cincinnati Reds facing off against the St. Louis Cardinals. Brandon Williamson going for the Reds, and starting for the Cardinals will be Lance Lynn. Oakland A's were able to beat Houston. I saw a clip. I guess they put down 3 consecutive bunts. Huh. Hey, whatever works, right? Hey, there's many ways to score runs in baseball. It doesn't always have to be on the home run. But the Oakland A's, did something unique yesterday. Again, they'll face the Houston Astros in Houston. Joey Estes going for the A's. Hunter Brown starting for the Astros. And then San Diego facing off against Seattle. That one you'll be able to catch on Fox Sports 1. That will take place 6:40 p.m. Pacific. Michael King going for San Diego against Brian Wu against Seattle. San Diego, interesting news yesterday. Manny Machado became the all-time San Diego Padres home run leader by hitting the 164th home run yesterday for the Padres. Then there we go. 6:45 this evening. Milwaukee Brewers going up against the San Francisco Giants. Got Colin Ray going for Milwaukee. Blake Snell going for the Giants. His last couple of outings have been a little bit. Matter of fact, his last outing, I think he was an opener in the last outing. He only managed to go through 1 inning. I think he walked about 520 people. But look, I am just joking. But yeah, he walked a lot of guys, was only able to go 1 inning. So we'll see how it plays out tonight at Oracle Park. Again, tune in to Giant Sports Talk Live right around 9 o'clock or so to catch the post game. We'll talk about this game after it has been completed. And then the last game, you got the Chicago Cubs who've already won 2 games against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Got Jordan Wicks going for the Cubs. Got Bobby Miller going for the Dodgers. It's going to be interesting. How about Pete Crow Armstrong? Whoo, boy, I showed it last night. The clip of his fantastic center field play. Holy moly. That boy can run. If you didn't get a chance to see it, check out some of the highlights of Pete Crow Armstrong in that game last night. He single-handedly won that game. Granted, you guys scored the runs, but defensively, he won it for the Chicago Cubs. All right, there we go. That is the full slate of games today. Let's take a look at the standings. Let's get to the wild card. Oh, didn't hit it. There we go. San Diego Padres sitting atop the first wild card with the Arizona Diamondbacks behind them. And then in the final wild card position, the third one, New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Look at that. Tied again. We keep saying this day in and day out. These two guys are just going at it. We looked at the schedule not last night, but the 2 nights ago. Mets have a tougher schedule than the Braves, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Cubs, again, they gained a game. They were 5 games out yesterday. Now they're only 4 games behind, playing some really good baseball. They've won 3 in a row. They're 6-4 in their last 10. Again, it's going to be exciting. They're Chicago Cubs are making some noise. Are they going to have enough time? We'll see. Maybe tonight we'll take a look at the Chicago Cubs schedule to see how easy the rest of the way out for the season is for them. And then you got the Cardinals 6.5 out, and then the Giants 3 games under 500. There we go. 8 games out. Doesn't even matter. As you can see, the last 10 at 4-6. Will they even finish 500? That's going to be the question. All right. There we go. There's the schedule. There's the standings. The only thing that's left is for the game to be played tonight, guys. Again, like I said, make sure you tune in to Giant Sports Talk Live. We'll cover the game once the game's completed, as I said, around 9 o'clock. Yeah, should be fun. Glenn should be back with us. We will also be giving away the creamsicle jersey, the last creamsicle. I say it's not the last jersey, but it's the last time the Giants will wear the creamsicle jerseys. They're going to change the City Connects next year. So goodbye to the creamsicles, but someone tomorrow will win the Logan Webb creamsicle jersey. So make sure you tune in. If you haven't, make sure you check out our website, giantsportstalklive.com. That is the place where you can enter to win that Logan Webb creamsicle jersey. So make sure you do it today. This is the last time that you could enter for it. And then we will pick a winner tonight. Should be fun. All right, guys. Until tonight, you guys have a good one. And yeah, we'll see you tonight.